Welcome back to some professional StarCraft. We're looking at maps from the Team Liquid Map Contest 12. Now, if you actually play StarCraft, and you actually play ladder, which I've now narrowed down to a tiny percentage of the people watching this, but this is how we decide what maps you're going to be complaining about in several months' time. Usually the finalists and the winners of the Team Liquid Map Contest oftentimes end up on the ladder maps, like attention. Automaton, 16-bit, Year Zero, stuff like that ends up there. And this is from the Wardy Map Contest Invitational. I want to say 4. I think we figured out it was 4. Where he hosted many pro players to decide, well, to put as many pro games on the maps as possible, for 1. And 2, money. If they win, they get money. So thank you to Wardy for that. And, of course, to subscribers, getting all those replays to do with what you will. And now we're here. We're on Thunderbird. Thunderbird, one of the challenge maps. The challenge to use minerals as a terrain feature rather than a resource. Or also as a resource. And that means having small mineral patches that usually don't have nearly as many minerals, as you can see. And those areas are impassable. They can't be destroyed except by mining them. And there's only a certain speed at which you can mine minerals. So these areas blocking off up here and a little bit in the center, creating a different pathing. You can shoot over them. You can mine them. But until they're gone, depending on how many resources they particularly have, you're not getting through. Oh yeah, maybe I should mention the people who could potentially mine them. In the bottom right, it is Cure, a consistent Code S Terran player, a gatekeeper Terran, a guy who might, like, you won't say he won't win, but you'll be surprised if he does. All right, he could beat anybody, but he's rarely the favorite. Maybe 2019 is his breakout year. And in the top left is Trust. Another kind of a similar level, maybe a little bit below, if depending on who you ask. Another high-level Korean Protoss. Now I have your attention. But never quite makes a big splash in those tournaments. Not like, oh, gotta watch out for Trust. Anyways, Terran versus Protoss. The Reaper taking... How can Reapers jump up cliffs, but they can't jump over mineral patches? That just seems like poor design. Interesting that there is a Reaper cliff here as well. And the natural laid out has quite a large main base. The map is very blue. Moving on. That's all I got. Hellions on the way, but already a semi-wall being built at the natural. We'll see if he hard walls it off. Now, he has to figure out first, it is Hellions. If you wall off with just a single unit, the Reaper grenade can actually bounce it out of the way. I like this. Cure sneakily moving his units away from the ramp. I don't believe that Trust was able to spot it. With the hallucinated Phoenix, he's going to see a couple more Hellions. And I think he's ready. Warp Gate is finishing up. Almost at a perfect timing here. Yeah. He's going to throw the Reaper grenade, try to bounce it out of the way. Where's the Warp in? What's going on? What's happening? He's just killing a Stalker. Okay, I guess he didn't. He's really committed to these Hellions. Oh, okay, I get it. It's like, even though, like, yeah, you could kill a Stalker, but rather kill probes, right? Like, he wanted to maintain enough Hellions to do this double-prong, double-threat, multi-prong, double... Yeah, that's the one. 1-2 punch style. The Hellions trying to come in to the main. The Stalker's distracted by the ones at the net. The probe's going to start lining up. 4 probes thus far. It's going to be more. 6, 8, 9, 10... Drops the Hellions out again. Tries to dodge some shots with them. How many more are within targeting range? It only takes 3 hits. Okay. 10 probes killed. Yeah, that's bad. It's not great. He did lose 6 Hellions, but he did not lose the medevac. So the question now is there an opportunity for counter damage from Trust? He's got Blink. He's got a lot of Stalkers. And also, how far along on his production is Cure? He's got a Tech Lab factory. He's pumping out tanks. The second one just finished up. He's got 2 more barracks on the way, so he's not going to be punishing anything particularly soon. Another tank is taken out. The bunker and the tank on the high ground, though. Trust going deep in the paint. He took some big hits from the tank. But still enough Stalkers to make this a major threat. The Marines themselves can't take it out. The Liberator sieging up, though. More probes will die. The net result of all this, oh my god, it's going to kill more. He's killed 18 probes to just 2 SCVs. Trust struggling. But there's an observer. I'm not... He decided to move... Oh, well, he's going to have to go with the double cancel here. The Stalkers in the main are a major threat. The SCV's starting to fall. And the thing is, there's not really going to be a follow-up push for a bit from Cure. There's not another unit heading into Trust main. That's 15 SCVs. He's already done enough. 17 workers killed total. Cure is building his third, but Trust has his third. And he's going... Oh, welcome back! Blinks right back in. More SCVs for the taking. In fact, he could just fight. Like, he might just be able to win. That's a bit much in the way of Marauders, but some nice targeting there. Kills a few more SCVs. Gonna get out. Right? Okay, yeah, get on with it. Moving on. Scans. Tops off the Observer. But Cure taking some big hits to the Blink Micro in the very exposed main base. Now, the same thing would be exposed to drops and Nidus and all that. But Trust taking advantage of the positioning and of just how far away your production and your defenses are from the edge of that main. So 50 now, 50 workers for Trust. Only 39 for Cure. Now he has mules to make up for some of the gap. The problem is Trust started with an earlier third, so that economic damage, as long as he keeps the pressure on Cure, he can bounce back from it, and he has bounced back from it. He's at 53 workers. He's got plenty of gates on the way. He's got charge finishing up. The Blink Stalker's still doing damage. Oh, the minerals! The minerals! He neglected to realize the minerals were there, but now that he has them, he can blink over. Yeah. He almost got trapped there. I'm not sure Cure realized the situation. Oh, no. 3, 2, 1, blink. But another drop coming into the third. The Widow Mines will connect. It doesn't look like Trust is paying any attention. Big hits, 10 kills, puts him back on the board. A slugfest so far in this match. One to one. The mines are picked up. Trust gonna try to bash through. This has been turned on its head a little bit. The Zealots charging up towards the tank. The force fields, I'm not sure those force fields are helping Trust. They're actually keeping the Zealots behind, allowing Cure to micro back. The stutter step is there, but the medevac's mostly out of energy. The boys will have to be pulled again. There's still a medevac in the top left corner on the minimap. More coming out, that with the Widow Mine doing more damage to SCVs than it did to Stalkers. Another mine drop is coming in. Trust too late on the pullback. Big hits come out. 13 probe kills, 40 to 36. But the command center is under fire as well, and now it's on fire. But not in an Overwatch-style good way. In a your house is burning, usually bad way, I would assume. Another Widow Mine. Nice split there by Trust, though. The army supply is coming through. Concussive shells is done. Gonna ward off the Zealots for now. A force field, but not quite enough. The Widow Mine actually stacking up the Zealots. A couple more Widow Mines on the high ground. The Zealots are thinning out, which means the Stalkers and Sentries very exposed. He needs a force field on the ramp. But, wait, who's trapped in with who? It's hard to tell. 83 to 83 supply. Blake's forward. Takes out the medevacs. Widow Mines connect. Zealots at the front. The force field works both ways, as we found many times this game. More boys will be pulled, and more boys will be cut down. 12 more SCVs, but another Widow Mine drop. Cure hasn't burrowed them yet. Widow Mine's at the front. Trust is like, wait a second. Okay, I got away with this one. The orbital command, though, go in the wrong direction. The Widow Mines will burrow, but a bit too late. He doesn't have the opportunity. Wait, the probes are coming back. Why now? Why no? It's a disaster. Oh, it's only 3 probes. I thought that would be way worse. The bio trying to come down the lab. Oh, very risky micro maneuver there. 28 to 30 army supply. Mules will drop down to mine what little minerals are left in the main. 28 to 38 workers. There's still a few force fields. The sentry's badly bruised, but they're not dead yet. He needs to put those in the medevac. He needs to put the mines in the medevac and drink it all up, as they say. One medevac comes back, the one that was for the mines. Ah! 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 It's like the Titanic. I don't know if that's a great comparison, but anyways, he's targeting down the medevacs. The zealots are stuck behind. The Widow Mines, he can dodge them out. Cure dripping in supply. Would hate to do that. And now Cure is bottled up in his main. Trust still has 40 workers. His Nexi have not been taken out. The cost efficiency of Cure's army is quite good with bio against just gateway units, but now we're now, like, he's supply block. He's supply block. Oh, insult to injury. Like, what now? What now? The fact that Trust is backing off is not a sigh of relief for Cure. Not at this level. It is a sigh of, oh no. He still has probes. I got problems. Cure is on borrowed time now. Templar Archives is finishing up.
Good.
Oh, whoa. This is the worst time that Trust could attack. This is the one thing that Trust could do. The Guardian Shield not actually on the Zealots here. The Widow Mine's in place. The army is not large enough. There's not that much in the way of force field. He's warping in Templar. Archons are on the way. The Archons could and should be enough to seal the deal. It really, like, the Widow Mine hits. Even good ones, I don't know if they'll be enough, but they clear out the Zealots. But he keeps having to back off. The boys are pulled one last time into the psionic shockwaves of the Archons, but there's an Immortal. He can warp in another round of Zealots. It's starting to thin out a little bit. Oh, that's a lot of Zealots. And a valiant defense and counterattack from Cure will be stopped. And Trust will barrel through. Whoa. Oh, wait. Yeah. First thing I said. Trust takes it. But not easily, not quickly. How many workers died? 44 probes and 62 SCVs. And they were stuck at no. Essentially at this level, the way you can tell if a game, if you're just joining into a game. All right. Here's your pro spectator tip. If you're just joining into a game, and they've got 1-1 upgrades, and like they either don't have 2-2 or just started 2-2, and you're past like 12 minutes. It's gone down. All right, something's gone down. You don't know what. Well, depending on who's in the game, but something's gone down because in a normal macro game, you should be looking at 3-3, either in production or started or finished by 12 or 13 minutes. So, if you like the game, I like that game. That was a fun game.
Good.
Make sure to smash that like button or subscribe, whether with Dirty Esports Money or on YouTube or to my Instagram, where I post once every few, well, it's not like years, but pretty close to it. All the important things, all the big check marks that they haven't given me on YouTube yet. I don't know actually how to. I think I have to beg somebody for a check mark or something. I don't know how it works. Anyways. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you to Wardy for the replay pack. That was a fun game.